As we have discovered throughout our profiles, sometimes a soccer journey starts simply because a player just wants to be like their big brother or sister. In the case of Edie Stickell, that is certainly the case.
So I grew up watching my sister play, and my dad was her coach, so soccer was kind of like always in our family. And I started playing when I was 5 in the recreational program in Lake Charles. My family's pretty close, so like every single time that she had a tournament, we would all travel together. So I just kind of grew up like watching her play on the field like every single weekend. And so then when it was time for me, when you're little and you get interested in sports, when it was time for me to pick a sport, I was like, I'll play soccer because Madeline played soccer.
And it was her big sister as well as her dad that helped her take her game to the next level, literally.
I'd say like her work ethic probably inspired me most. No matter what sport she played, I was just inspired by her work ethic because she put a lot of work, like she'd do the extra stuff. So now I was like, okay, I need to do the extra stuff. I'm pretty competitive, so I was like, I need to be as good as her. I don't think I knew that like I was like good or whatever, but my dad would make me practice a lot more than everyone else. So it kind of like, I kind of just started to pass like the little kids up, I guess. And when I played 2 years up, that's when I kind of figured out, okay, maybe I'm a little more advanced than the people my age.
Meanwhile, the game is still growing to another level in Southwest Louisiana as well. That is where she spent the majority of her junior career, while also playing with bigger clubs down the I-10 corridor.
I played for the Calcasieu Eagles Soccer Club, which was a great club from like rec to 13 or 14. So I played in Sulphur, and then I kind of outgrew Sulphur. So then I played in Lafayette for 2 years, from like 8th grade to my sophomore year. And then my junior and senior year, I played in Baton Rouge for the Girls Academy TDP Elite Club. Yes, and then I'm just guest playing. I'm done with my club season forever, but I'm just guest playing with Rush.
Her high school career started at St. Louis High, but she spent the last 3 years at Barbe. There she was a team captain while garnering all-state recognition the last 2 years.
I would have rathered Barbe's soccer team, us as a whole, go farther than like me get in like recognition, I'd say.
Understandable at the same time.
But yeah, it was good to be recognized for sure, but we went out this year in second round, so I would have taken us like going farther than me getting recognized any day.
She has blossomed into a fantastic player between high school and club, and those players and coaches that have been with her recognize what a great teammate she is as well.
What makes her special is she's very loud. She wants to kind of lead the team on the field, creates really well, and her communication is just it's top notch.
She's such a good player. She would come to Lafayette, spend the week, then I would switch and go to Lake Charles and spend the week. We just got so close. And like her family became my family was her family. And just playing with her, she's a positive player, knows what she's doing. I can trust her.
I absolutely love her. She's very talkative. You could hear her on the field. And that's another one. It's not always the goalie talking, you need other people.
Right.
And so she's the other voice that you could probably hear over mine.
You've heard the phrase, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, when it came to choosing a college, Edie Stickell is the embodiment of that phrase. She chose to go to the University of Alabama-Huntsville, but to say they weren't her first choice would be an understatement.
Actually, I did not want to go there. When I first went to ID camp, like it wasn't really on my radar, you know, I was just like, okay, like, you know, I didn't see the school or anything, I barely talked to the coach, and then he reached out to me a decent amount of time after the ID camp, and we talked, and I loved him.
Well, I guess it's a good thing you didn't just judge a book by its cover.
For sure, yes, I know, because my dad was like, you never know, and I was like, well, I don't know anything about them. He was like, we'll learn, and then as soon as I got to talk one-on-one with Coach James, I was like, oh, like, he's great. Like, you know, he was the type of coach that you're like, I want to play for that coach.
Initially, she may have been unsure where she wanted to go, but she definitely knows what she wants to do.
So I want to be a forensic pathologist, and it was the only thing that I could think of that combined the medical field, criminology, and law. Those are the 3 I'm interested in. So forensic pathology, you can be called as an expert witness, and then I'll be able to work for like some type of crime investigation center.
Off the field, Stickell is pretty good at this as well. All of it adds up to a sweet symphony of sound and soccer for this skilled Huntsville-bound midfielder. In Metairie, Louisiana, I'm Paul Boron.